been watching the Virginia race for a long time. I have been just looking at it and just thinking, okay, goodness gracious, Ken Cuccinelli cannot win this race. Now, while McAuliffe did win by 2 points, I kind of wonder something, especially with the fact that, especially since the fact that one of the individuals posted a Twitter that said it took him 4 tries to vote for McAuliffe, and that he had to click above McAuliffe's name in order to go and register for McAuliffe. I hope that that machine was taken out and it was repaired. So anyway, with McAuliffe winning the governorship, I am thrilled. But also the other part about it, the other kind of dagger, if you will, is the fact that what does the Virginia legislature look like? The governor is the figurehead. The legislature is who he has to work with in order to get things done. So I'm really glad about the fact that we do see a Democrat in that governor's office, which is great. But we need to be careful with this. Also, the fact is, I believe the legislature may be voted on. I don't know when they're going to be voted on, but that's when the real work begins. Is when we have to get out there, and the legislature is what's being voted on. So, if anything, I'm really glad about that because, or I'm really glad about the fact that the Ken Cuccinelli lost his governor's race, because all he would have done is simply done everything possible to hurt Virginians that do not agree with him, that he doesn't like, especially gay ones, especially those who, like blowjobs and giving them, those who like anal sex, giving and receiving. I mean, why does he have to make all of this illegal? It just doesn't, it boggles my mind. So, Ken Cuccinelli, who would have been known as oral sex governor, and the sodomy governor, those are the 2 big winners, if you will, of the governors of McAuliffe. Those are the 2 big winners, okay? Sodomy and climate change, acknowledging climate change, acknowledging science. But also the thing was that we can't just say that it was a big blowout because he only won by 2 points. But the other part about it was he was even more radical than the Republican. He was too radical for Republicans, so they were like kind of holding their nose and voting McAuliffe. Now, I'm not even going to pretend that I like McAuliffe a lot more than I like Cuccinelli. The only thing is he is just a more sensible person than Cuccinelli is, and that is what would have driven my vote had I been a Virginian. Also, the fact is, the fact that Ken Cuccinelli had been in lockstep with the people who approved the shutdown and voted for it, that has to be something that definitely made him tank, because of the fact that the shutdown hurt Virginia. I believe Virginia was one of the toughest hurt during the shutdown, because they depend on a lot of it. So if anything, or they depend on federal aid for a lot of their state economy. So sharing the stage with those who had the shutdown that hurt the state economy, that was just dumb on him. So if anything, I am very excited. I am glad for Virginia, but the Virginia Democratic Party has to continue turning out people for their elections and all that other stuff. So tougher work lies ahead. So I will see you later, and thank you so much for letting me talk to you, YouTube.